Hello, people. We have an opening whenever I'm putting this up because this finally arrived. I'm pretty confident to know what this is specifically because Zarkin already told me. Not already, but like he already said, like, oh yeah, this should be coming in at some point. So I was like, okay. Seems like T already like ripped the label and such. I just saw it by the door. So this will mean I'll be I opened it wrong, sadly, but this will mean I'll be the gosh darn it, bent here, but I'll be the 1 out of 5 people who actually own this thing. Woohoo! Okay. I don't know when exactly I'll be putting this video out. I want to put it out as soon as I can. I can't because... oh my gosh. Is this the first box that has a typo? They misspelled refund as refund or refund. But so essentially, man, this looks, man, the inking on this thing honestly looks poor. But I don't know, essentially, I don't know if I'm putting this out as, like, after CSM Gaim, or way after, before or after, in the review, the next series of reviews, because if I do put this out before, oh shoot, then I can't spoil it. And if it's after, then I could. Gosh. Great. Can I actually open this one? Okay, yep, I'm just gonna have to claw it. Okay, so. Oh wow, it's not wrapped completely. That's actually interesting. It's just partially. That's actually easier on me. Gosh, that's my throat. Man, this box is pretty neat. I'll leave this open because I'm gonna have to put it back. Actually, no, I need to film the intro. But yeah, here is the Memorial Edition of the Z-Riser. Despite not watching the show, I got it. I like this. I like the matte-ness of it. It sucks mine did get bent, but the back. I know it's weird that we're actually going like fast pace on this. I find that weird also. But oh great. I can't grab this. I can't slide this out. Wow. Man, this is the first toy I can't slide out. I literally can't. I can't get a grip on this. I'm supposed to be working on more videos, but I'm just doing this. Or I'm technically supposed to be rendering and exporting videos, but I'm not doing that. I think it might have gotten stuck because of this, but let's take a look at this. Why are these people mentioned again? What even is... I should look up what Jazz Rack is, because this is the second time they popped up. So, obviously this toy was initially supposed to get released in... It was supposed to get released in May. Got delayed to June, just like how the Dark Z-Riser was supposed to get released in February and got delayed to March. One of the big things that they didn't even tell us at all, not even within the blog, is that initially the listing, like initially with the BGM, they only listed 5 tracks. You can clearly see this is not 5 tracks. This is 21 tracks. Which is amazing. Because that soundtrack is amazing. And it's still not officially released. So this is the only way to get the soundtrack. And there's no phrases. You gotta be kidding me. There's no list of dialogue at all. What the heck? They're really like... Okay, so we're kind of just blind on this. And cool. My Ultra Access cards aren't bent this time. Probably because it's actually, you know, more than one. So, I don't remember if I removed the tape. Let's remove the access cards once and for all. So yeah, despite being premium, there's still, you know, the traditional card stock. So my hierarchy's kind of like bent. Riku is also like, yeah, all mine are just kind of like slightly like bent. But it's just kind of like, yeah, this is cool and all, but like, couldn't they really not find a way of like, you know, not making these cardboard? Like, I think it's because of the fact, like, what's the problem with like installing like IC or NFC chips within plastic cards? I think, like, is it just the durability and like just the look of it overall? Oh, I feel like that might be the case. Like, look, I'm already damaging these. You can see how white they are. And where are the Ultra metals? I'm not supposed to take this out yet, but I am. Okay, yeah, again, just like the Dark Z-Riser, this is a lot looser. I'm not too particularly happy about that. I feel like these buttons are just kind of like together, essentially. And I guess this is where the metals are, so. I know we need the instructions technically, but how much times they use the Z-Riser packaging like that. I think that's like the third time. So here we have Beta Smash, Alpha Edge, Delta Rise calling Dama Future. Like, I think, again, this is probably the same packaging they used from the Dark Z-Riser. Also, it's weird that these aren't in order. And then we got the 3 weapon blanks. These are actually in order. And if you're wondering how exactly you can tell these are in order, these are actually numbered. So 1, 2, and then 3. So stacking them. Again, I really do appreciate this one's actually in its colors, or the accurate rib. It just kind of sucks that Zet isn't in this same consistency. He's just stuck as a special. Other than that, I don't want to grab new batteries for this exactly, because I think just to compare, here's the original Z-Riser. Yeah, the translucent blue is slightly less transparency. If you can tell, it's more like sleek. I don't know how to describe it, but like you can tell like the translucent, it's still translucent, but it's not like as obvious as like this. Like it kind of has a different shine towards it. But like obviously the biggest difference is just this one lacks a button, or buttons, so this one actually does have the buttons. So switch the batteries up. Even though technically I technically do need the batteries for sound comparisons, but yeah. I don't know, this one I think just because this one is singular, I'm just gonna be quick about it. Plus also we can just switch back and forth. Like, unless it dies on me for some reason. I hope that's not the case, however. So oops. The button is actually, okay, so there's a difference between the button. It's less clicky. This one's more like solid. The speaker, I'm kind of still trying to, I don't know, it's still kind of hard for me to like tell. But
Z Alpha Edge. Z Beta Smash. Z Gamma Future. Ultraman Z. Z Alpha Edge. Z Beta Smash. Z Gamma Future.
so they actually did make him, or they actually did bring him back just to say Zet.
Z Alpha Edge. Z Beta Smash. Z Gamma Future.
Obviously, like, I would have, okay, like, the thing is that my I would obviously grab my Ultra Medals, but I would show quickly, I will show it off quickly as this finishes. And I just realized this set actually comes with 2 medals less than the Dark Set Riser. But essentially, I would get my Ultra medals. The issue, however, is that you know, my Hondanas are up to 5, and that's going to be a lot of work to move. So I'm just not going to bother. But I technically should have just stuck with like Zet, or what am I talking about? Because then someone Delta Rise calls and by itself, but
Z Delta Rise Call. Ultraman Z. Z Delta Rise Call. Z Delta Rise Call.
I think it would have been cool if they did Galaxy Rising. How much am I ruining this already? I really don't want to ruin these. Apparently, they actually... Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of minor, but to be honest. Apparently, they actually changed the width within here. So then, like, it's more easier to slot in cards or something. I don't know. That's the thing they did here.
Access granted.
This means I can't grab Leto. Oh shoot, I actually wanted to try him out. Oh well, I guess we'll play with the dialogue now. Why can't I grab anything? I couldn't pull this out of the box. I can't even pull out the access cards. Gosh. What? There's something. Did that end like, did that previous line end properly, or did it just abruptly stop? I didn't tap anything. Oh gosh. I wish there was a skip functionality like CSM, but at the same time, I just would have preferred if there was actually a line of dialogue within the instructions. Like, essentially, like, I know it's weird. I know, like, I'm going to go over the dialogue in the review and such, but I'm just trying to listen closely to the... Because I've had, like, suspicions on where the dialogue's been coming from, and I just want to make sure the conclusion I'm at is correct, or is, like, at least somewhat correct. Like, obviously, you watching it, you won't be able to catch onto it, but I think having it in person will, like, help better my eviction. No. I forgot I haven't watched the show yet.
ウルトラマン Z。 ウルトラマン Z。 いえ、もっと気合い入れて言うんだよ。気合？そう、いいか、ウルトラ気合い入れていくぞ。ご唱和ください。我の名をウルトラマン Z。 ウルトラマン Z。 大佐、誰が最後に押すな。そろそろこれぞ。
なんかまた出た。
息を合わせて戦うぞ、囚人。オースシステム光線戦闘。なんだよこれ、気持ち悪いな。なんだよ、気持ち悪いな。ハルキ、あれから体の調子どうだ？いや、特に問題ないです。そうか。なぜ死にかけたんだ。異常があったらすぐに言えよ。おし。
私の方がもっとすごい発明してやるんだから。何見てろ。
ハルキ、今日お前の出番だな。10分で話すぞ。おっラジャー、クリアードフォーテイクオフ。セブンカー出撃。よう、夏川春樹だっけ。ちょっと、さっきはなんで出てきてくれなかったの。ちゃんとギリギリまで頑張って、俺たちの気持ちがグッと出来上がってからじゃないとウルトラマンにはなれないんでございますよ。改めて自己紹介だ。俺はウルトラマン Z、M78 星群、光の国からやってきた。俺は宇宙の平和を守る宇宙警備隊のメンバーなんだ。見えるものだけ信じるな。結構つけてくれてありがとうございました。
あんた何があったの？オスじゃなくて。オスじゃなくて。嘘でしょ。自分だって透明になると体温も消えるの。すっげえ。
このままじゃヤバみを感じます。
やったー！でっかい放出成功！
I don't know if this is a positive thing, but I feel like the dialogue here, I can at least know that they ended because you can tell there's like a very quick fade out.
きっとあなたのものよね。大切にします。
And I feel like the way that the lines are made, they're like very like short phrases. They're not like sentences long, unless like you know that it's two characters or like characters interacting and such.
あ、そうだ。お前がほら申請してた新兵器セブンガイに搭載しといた。マジっすか？やったー。すごい威力だから気をつけろ。おし。なかなかやるな。よし、こうなったら新兵器で行くぞ。更新鉄拳だ。発射。ハルキ、近くに観測所あるから気をつけろって言ったよな。おし。そっちがその気なら、よし、やってやろうじゃねえか。
目がかゆいならこいつで書いてあるよ。
I'm aware I did skip what the last two lines were.
俺はウルトラマンのメダル。ウルトラマン。俺たちみんなの兄さんみたいなウルトラすごい人だ。あれがあればゴモラのバカ力に対抗できるはずでございますよ、ハルキ。あの子からメダルをもらおう。どうやってもらうんすか？ウルトラフュージョンだ。真っ赤に燃える勇気の力手に入れるぞ。おっ。
マジですか？これでいよいよ2号ロボが完成するよ。やったー。
これが2号ロボ。ウィンガだ。
セブンガイより軽量化してさらに人型に近い。全身にジェット噴射口を装備しているからウルトラマン Z のような自由な飛行が可能。それに新型電池も内蔵しているから連続起動で5分は戦える。充電 20%。はあ。
this is where I really would like the skip function. Like, because like, you couldn't tell, like, even, again, I haven't watched the show, but, like, from what I know from videos, like, the dialogue is literally, like, from episode to episode. So right now, we're in episode 3, because that's when Beta Smash debuts, and such. Like, if there was a skip function, I would have liked it if you could, like, skip per an episode. But you can't, because I think pressing both of these down don't do anything. So you're just gonna have to do it.
生徒様、武器として意外なものが別のところで役に立ったりするもんだ。あ、そうだ。
Well, that just helped my conclusion. Yeah, okay. So this just helps out my conclusion, and especially with the whatever that other company is like being listed. Yeah. The reason why the way how they're able to have so much phrases within this thing is because they're pulled straight out from the show itself. They didn't bother to bring back any of the actors to record new lines. Even though Kaburagi, I feel like he's probably the only one that came back from this. Like, now, I will say this: it does a better job at for the most part. It does a better job at hiding it than the VS Changer. The VS Changer, for some reason, they had like on location. They picked on location stuff. And like for some reason with the memorial version of the VS Changer, they essentially just took a clip of the episode and just threw it within like the files. They just took the audio file from that. Like they took the audio file from the final thing and threw it into the toy, which I don't understand why they did. This thing, you can tell they actually dug back, and I assume they dug back to the ADR files. You know, because obviously they have to, like, you know, they have to redo the audio, obviously. Or, like, they took the audio directly from whatever, like, the actors were recording from and threw them in here. I don't know why for Loot Pat they didn't do that. I guess, like, then again, it was a really last minute memorial thing. So I guess, like, Toei only supplied them with the episodes, and they're like, yeah, Bandai, just take the audio from the final product and throw it into your toy. But, like, here, it seemed like Tsuburaya actually provided Bandai, like, the actual, like, audio files. So then, like, some stuff you can tell they obviously did take just straight out of the, like, actual audio. But I feel like in this case here, they do a lot better at it. And, like, they add effects where it's necessary. Like, with Zet, like, he has a bunch of echoing because, you know, that occurred in the show. So they most likely added that effect back when they were editing the sound or the phrases for this thing. Because for the VS Memorial Changer, you can tell this phrases were just weirdly edited because there are a bunch of fade outs, and then there are a bunch of reverb when it wasn't necessary. Like, at least with this thing as of now, it's like it does a good job at you know, like, playing with your ears. Like, I don't know, because again, I haven't watched the show, so, like, I don't know how the performances are on the show compared to this, but literally, like, as of now, I can literally only, like, say maybe Kawaragi actually came back for this thing. Like, that was the weird thing with the VS Memorial Changer too. Like, this thing, I don't know if they did bother getting anyone back. The VS Memorial Changer, you can tell they did get, like, you know, the actors back for that. but the majority of their phrases was just piled on with like archived, quote unquote archived audio. This thing is like, it does a good job at hiding it, because that's why I want to try to jump to Riku.
星の瞬く狭間の闇を暗黒のパワーを我にもたらせ光から闇へ闇から光へ
Like Juggler, he has the correct filter when he's to signify he's transformed, which is like cool.
京子先輩今行きます京子先輩はギリギリまで諦めなかった頑張れセブンじゃあと少しだけ持ってくれお前は返せジェットライダーを返すんだまあまあ落ち着けほら返すぜありがとうよ
Like, that sounds seamless.
これは何ですやるね久しぶりに血が騒ぐぜ
Like, okay, like, I think maybe they did get Haruki and Juggler back because of the fact their voices, there's dialogue with them for the Belial Rock, so it makes sense to bring them back. And also, what, didn't Haruki, Yoko, and Juggler also have voices within Avenger? So I'm going to see probably those three came back for this thing, or they're probably filming their phrases at the same time. And I'm going to also say Kaburagi probably also came back, but I'm just going to say right now, clearly Riku did not go, like, Riku's actor did not come back for this toy. He didn't even come back for the, like, the Sultan Knuckle voice version or whatever that was called, because like you can tell, like, the one phrase he had that was like from the show.
いいから早く陽子に会っギャラクシーカッティング
Why is that the first thing?
プラズマ降臨レッキングフェニックス久しぶりジャグラーさんどうしてこの地球にお前さんも Z ライザー使えるのかちょっと返してください
That the pacing on that was kind of like, because I'm like, did Joker's actor like re-record his lines, but then like he had to like work off of Riku's lines? But then, like, see, with the VS Memorial set, they would have just taken the final episode. They would have had the sound of, like, Juggler grabbing the Z visor and such. But here, like, they're trying to, like, not do that.
ギルバリス復活の裏にあるのはやはりはいデビルスプリンターで復活したギルバリスは再び知的生命体を排除するために行動を始めましたギルバリスを追っているうちにペガとはぐれてしまってで俺と感動の再会ってわけだ俺この地球の防衛軍のロボット部隊ストレイジの隊長だったりするんだよな似合うだろなんで隊長やってるんですか正義に目覚めたって言ったら信じるかよっしゃ AI 騙して一気に破壊だぜ作戦開せ
See, I can't tell that those sounds are like two steps. But again, like, yeah, the weird thing with this one, like, the phrases abruptly end, but like, I don't think it's like as bad as like a clear, obvious fade out.
ちょっとじっとしてそれってじっとしててもどうにもならないんです俺のライト詳しくは後でじっとしててもどうにもならないはっ
Man, I might have to reconsider now. again, like, they might have rearranged his audio and such with an editing. These audio editors.
シード先輩、なんで Z がここに？知り合いなんですか？このお方はな、ゼロ師匠の弟子で、ウルトラすごい俺の兄弟子。僕別にゼロの弟子じゃ。兄弟子はな、あのベリアルをぶっ倒して M78 星雲にその名を轟かせた超有名な。いいから行くよ。おっ Z 大丈夫行くよ。はい。 Z 様、今のうちに思いっきり。
Did I just skip the finisher announcements?
ウルトラ燃えてきたぜ。行きましょう、シード先輩。あ、僕の名前は朝倉陸。よろしくお願いします。おっす、俺は夏川春樹っす。ワキあって今は Z さんと一緒に地球の平和を守ってます。デビルスプリンターって何なんですか？あれ Z から聞いてない？光の国の反逆者ウルトラマンベリアルが宇宙のあちこちで暴れ回った時に落としていった破片、いや細胞の一部かな。ウルトラマンベリアル。うん、僕が決着をつけなきゃいけない相手。陸君先輩、かっこいいっす。なんであのロボット怪獣のコアと戦ってたの？ちょっと待てよ、隊長の勘ってやつかな。まさか目的はベリアル因子。やめろ、ベリアルを安らかに眠らせてやってくれ。さあ、よっしゃ、マルキ、ヨーコ、ユカ。なんだセット様、セット様。やった、この状態でのバトルは僕が狙われた理由はベリアルメダルを検証実験に入る。ベリアル融合銃いきますよ。アリさん、ボス、じーっとしててもどうにもならねえ。ゼロ師匠、無事だったんですね。相変わらず主役は遅れてくるってやつですね。よっしゃ、ウルトラやってやるぜ。何これ、ギャラクシーバースト。そろそろ決めますか。やれやれ、世話のかかるやつらだ。おっす、ハルキス、いつもウルトラメダルで力を使わせていただきありがとうございます。ゼロ、僕はこの地球に残ってリックン先輩、俺が力を貸すって言ったじゃないですか。この地球を俺リックン先輩との約束。残り2つの細胞を手に入れろ。
How much time do you have to press this button? Like, I know they said there was like over 100 phrases. I'm pretty sure I pressed this more than 100 times. At least like 70 at this point. I think this has more phrases than the CS Simpson Goku driver. No, I think that thing still probably has a lot more. Because I'm just thinking of like Kota himself. Kota has like 143 phrases. I'm pretty sure this thing has like over like 300 phrases. I'm sure of it. Because I'm only in episode 8 right now. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm probably gonna just use the blank metal, or I'm actually probably just gonna show off the holds, I guess, because I think you can only hold the dialogue button. I don't think you can hold the BGM button. Does this cancel it? Or I think folding it back might cancel it. Oh no, it overlaps. Cool. Cancel. Okay, so now let's actually have the only way to listen to the Z soundtrack as of June 30th. I think the CS Simpson Goku driver spoiled me on volume quality. This thing is like not... This thing sounds the same, disappointingly. Like, you can tell it's a lot more clear, but volume-wise, it's still not as loud. The best one. Doesn't, yeah, so like, it sadly doesn't flap like how it does in the final episode, but... So initially, those were the 5 tracks that were in this thing. However, they added like 17 more. So that's, so, like, okay, like, yeah, like, by 17 more, in between new tracks, they'll add in, like, 2 more variants of, like, each form theme, which I don't mind, personally. It's actually kind of, you know, just to give the consumer, you know, that ability. It's like, oh, you want to use this specific version of the theme, then go right ahead. Here we have the transformation music. And again, our third variation of Alpha Edge's theme. I don't know what that is. Second version of Beta Smash. Isn't this... I don't know. Second variation of Gamma Future. Oh, and this is the theme they play when they're changing form, when Zet's changing forms. That's at least what I know. Why is it dark all of a sudden? Isn't that played in the previews also? I really wish Gamma Futures didn't start right away. I wish they started, like, you know, because that's the thing, like, I know, like, that's the thing I liked about Gamma Futures, like, theme is that it starts very slow, but then it becomes upbeat and such. I really wish they had the build-up, but, I don't know what this is, but it's neat. Galaxy Rising, I don't know why it's near the end, but it's here. This is Kaparagi. Again, I think these are... That's the second variant. This is, I think, the theme for the mechs. And, yeah, we're back to the opening. It sucks that, Connect for the Future, is that the first ending? I don't remember the first ending. No, that's not it. Connect, I don't remember the... I just combined both ending names, but, whatever the first ending was, and especially Promise for the Future, why aren't those in this toy? I would definitely have killed for Promise for the Future. I absolutely love that ending. It's like, it's just that ending's amazing because it's like Zet's voice actor sings it, and it's also produced by, or it's also composed by the composers that did X-Aid's soundtrack and 2/4 of Build's inserts. But yeah, wait, what? What does that do? Wait, what? Wait, what is holding the dot? What's the difference? Wait. Oh, wait. No.
実の発見。今日お前の出番だな。10分で出すぞ。
目標は20メートル級の古代怪獣ゴメス。新生代
ギャラクシーカッティング。
I'm confused.
プラズマ降臨。レッキングフェニックス。久しぶり。
Wait, what?
どうしてこの時間だよ。これ気持ち悪いな。キュート。これだ。検証実験に入る。
Wait, so you can skip dialogue?
こちら歩け。セブンが現着。
But
これより攻撃を開始する。
また半人前扱いして。俺も宇宙警備隊ですよ、師匠。起きなさい。私はウルトラマン Z。どうすんだよ、この言葉通じてる。まあいいや。とにかく。さあ、その中に。何これ。なんだこれ。おお、ウルトラ考えになる。よし。はいだ。息を合わせて戦うぞ、囚人。
wait, does holding the button just make it so like it only goes to that specific character's lines?
こちら歩け。セブンが現着。
So like if here is it only Haruki's lines?
どう見ても。なんだ。日本語通じるのか。何これ。違う人が。これより攻撃を開始する。現在セブンガーのバッテリーは1分ものが3分。発見。今日お前の出番だな。10分で出すぞ。
目標は20メートル級の古代怪獣。
ギャラクシーカッティング。
Why is that Riku's first line?
こちら歩け。
Okay.
セブンが現着。これより攻撃を開始する。また半人前扱いして。俺も宇宙警備隊ですよ、師匠。こちら歩け。セブンが現着。
Okay, so this is essentially now like the transformation mode, which I think you're able to just escape.
そのウルトラ Z ライザーのトリガー。ウルトラマン Z アルファエッジ。
Yeah, so this is where you could do this. Just-
Haruki, access granted. 宇宙銀行、秘伝の神業。ゼロ師匠。ゼロ師匠。
You don't need the medals. What? I thought you didn't need them. I swear. I thought you can do them without them. Yeah.
ご唱和ください。我の名をウルトラマン Z。 ウルトラマン Z。
So there. So it's actually kind of nice that they make it so you don't need the medals exactly. They just programmed it so like just any 3 medals work. Just so then, obviously, because some people are gonna buy this without no medals. So.
Ultraman Z. Beta Smash.
And I was like just kind of worried that like because for some reason I was like, wait, is Haruki gonna have his like phrases phrases before he enters the medals? Because I forgot that was a thing. I'm not gonna do it. I'll just pretend. It does kind of suck that it keeps doing that.
ばっかり燃える勇気の力。ワン兄さん、エース兄さん、太郎兄さん。ウルトラマンエース太郎。ご唱和ください。我の名をウルトラマン Z。 ウルトラマン Z。
That's cool. They kept the alternate announcement for Beta Smash in this, and they put it in this toy. That's cool.
Ultraman Z. Gamma Future. エ
Like, I wish there was just a way that you didn't have to go with the access card thing. But this is kind of why I didn't like bother to take out. I forgot that I can just. Well, never mind. Like, this is why I just didn't really bother to like take out like my original, like, because I forgot my Z holder is still out. Like, I just didn't bother taking out the metals because, you know, you can just reuse these, and also this is why I didn't like take a look at just the metals by themselves.
Ultraman Z, Delta Rise Call. Access granted.
And I'm pretty sure the finishers are still the same. You can't even do the finishers. Okay. Can I cancel? Can I please cancel? Okay. Yeah, okay, so this is literally just like the juggler, like voice mode. Except you don't switch the toy. You don't press it and like switch the toy on at the same time. What the heck? Did I not switch it on completely? But, because it was in the middle. But yeah, so you can't do finishers. Okay. And that's the this is the one from the final episode. Oh yeah, you can do the finishers. I'm sadly not gonna do them, but so I think this is for Riku now. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think Riku is probably the next click. So let's try to save that. Can we have the dialogue button play? I don't know. What? I think I got the wrong button over. I messed up heavily. Wow. I think I still... $18, $19, $20, $21. So we need to press this 16 times. Well, 16 times 2, obviously. see what this last one is. I forgot Riku had his own mode. I'm dumb. Oops. That's galaxy cutting. And oops. There's no thunder, no, not thunder killer. Pudenium Zeton. But I guess we can do thunder. We can do thunder killer because I don't have that one. I don't get to do the finisher. I don't know why those medals are so hard. So I think this just puts it back in its phrase mode. So when you press both buttons, I think you put the phrases back. Wrong button. Okay, so this is what I'm understanding. So holding it here switches it to the individual character voice mode, which might be easier to go through. Holding this here will go to the what do you call it? The traditional mimic the show. That's poor. And then pressing both of them will switch it to the. We'll switch it back. Darn it, this is... See, it's kind of hard to actually try to figure out. So you're going to get confused because Haruki's line's going to play twice. But obviously there's a lot. That's essentially it for this. As for commenting, actually I should actually probably show off the blank medals. Because these are tending to be the last one. Yeah. So essentially, the blank medals essentially activate the additional phrase of them obtaining the Z risers. And this is where, like, I'll say these are kind of like the... Once these, like, the phrases here are on par with the loot pat at the Memorial Edition, where they just didn't even bother, like, trying to, like, edit things out. Like, as you heard from Riku's, they kept the sound of him grabbing the Z riser and such. So yeah, I really want to try one more. I really want to try this with Leito. I know it won't be much. I don't think it will be much. I don't even think you can even use Juggler within this. Still. Yeah, you can't. He just doesn't work. I guess I'm gonna actually have to remove my Wonder Ride books. This, oh my gosh, this is falling over. Why are you falling? Oh my gosh, everything's falling apart. Okay, let it fall. Wait, should we let it fall? I don't want to personally. This is all for Leito. Isn't that great? Just move that here. I can technically grab Zet now too, but I don't want to.
Access granted.
Let's try again. You just can't with Leito. Okay. Yep, sucks for you, Leito. You can't use these blank medals. And if you're wondering about, like, the arcade exclusives, or the Ultra Fusion Fight exclusives, those are still the same. They didn't bother showifying them. sadly. So that means Sigma Breaster and what was it called? Cataract Cross, whatever that one is. Those ones will act the same. They won't be different at all. And I only have the 2 of these on me, obviously. And putting cards in is a lot.
Access granted. Power. Ultraman Z. Power.
Did they add his finisher? Nope. Gosh darn it. Let me put everything back for a while. Okay, just put the batteries back in the original one. Just to show off what these do. Obviously.
Access granted. Ultra Hero.
So all of these just say Ultra Hero. And they're in their correct colors, so it was planned from the start. Nothing. Nothing. And nothing. So, essentially with the original Z-Riser, all you got was 4 Ultra Heroes and blankness. So yeah, that's essentially it for this opening. It's technically a lot shorter than how I would typically film these, but I don't know, like, I feel like I kind of made the discovery I already made that the dialogue is indeed carryover, just straight up from the show. However, it's edited a lot better, significantly. And this ice cream has literally been sitting here for ever since I've been filming, because I was going to actually eat it, but most likely it's melted once again. So this is PowerRider, and I'll leave people. Bye.